Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm Shannon. This is Lifestyle Manifesting. Welcome to my channel. On my channel, I am talking all about manifesting as a lifestyle, every area of your life, manifesting money, manifesting your specific person in a relationship, manifesting all the things that you want, all your desires. So let's talk about your identity, because you need to solidify the version of you who has your desire. Your desire is not in the future, because all of creation already exists. So even though it might appear, and we may kind of discuss and say that we are changing, or something maybe reflecting as it, like it's conforming to your perception, but what's happening is you are shifting into a new parallel reality that's already existing, and that reality is the reality with you and your desire. So you need to be the identity, the version of you who has your desire. That means you have the thoughts of having your desire already. You're claiming you already have that desire. You as a human self don't need to know how it's going to happen. You know that consciousness, that God is your consciousness and one with you, and you are giving it up to your consciousness, because all things are possible to God. That's why you don't have to know the how. You let that up. Right? You let go of needing to know how. You also let go of needing to control everything, that it must go your way. The thing is, it's just your job to choose. Choose the reality you want now. In order to be in that reality, you have to have the thoughts and the feelings and the assumptions of that version of you. That means the consciousness of you with your desire. So what would those thoughts be? How would you feel? What would you be thinking? Would you be feeling lonely and sad if you're manifesting a specific person? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Having your desire, you wouldn't feel that way. We're talking about your general state of being. I'm not saying there are never any highs and lows in a relationship. What I'm saying is, what is your constant state of being? Because all you need to do is be that version of you. And you start to be that version of you by affirming that version of you. Think about just shifting into a new identity. And be that version of you right now. Identity shifting is powerful. Just become that person right now. The problem is, the reason people sometimes are not shifting is because they're holding on too much to the past of who they were. And that's okay. You could bring all those qualities, some of those qualities with you, but you want to be the version of you who's knows your power and knows you're confident and knows that all possibilities exist and knows that you are unlimited. Knows that you are worthy and chosen, and the version of you who knows you're enough, the version of you who's already created standards and expectations of how you're treated, because you're not treated, down here. You are treated with the highest regard and the highest standard, but you got to hold firm to that vision of you. Okay, you could say affirmations. I am someone who has standards, and my standards look like XYZ. What do your standards look like? Standards would look like your specific person is committed to you, or your specific person treats you as the most important person, or one of the most important people in their lives, like really the most important person in your life. Okay, so be that version consistently by affirming that version, having the thoughts. You don't put any attention on the outer 3D world. This is all an internal job. This is going into your imagination and holding firm to that vision. As you hold firm to that vision, every action that you take aligns with that vision. So you don't understand necessarily how that's going to play out, and you don't have to know that. Just let go of the logical mind that needs to figure that out. Let go of that rational mind that needs to figure that out, and just make a decision. You're going to let it go. You're going to let it go to your higher self. All right, let me answer some questions. Hello. SK. What to do when you feel like giving up because you don't see movement with SP? It's been a while since I've been trying to manifest SP. All right, well, let's just look at a few things. We're never trying to manifest something or someone. We're not trying, because it's already yours. So I want you to just shift. It's a shift in thinking and a shift in perspective. Because when we think we're trying to manifest something, that's already implying you don't have it. So to manifest something, you already have it. Don't focus on giving, give up on the trying. Give up on trying to manifest and just be the version of you who has your desire. So what does that look like? Don't give up on your self-confidence. Don't give up. Okay, manifesting your specific person is this. You telling yourself, I'm confident. I get what I want. I am going to get what I want. It could be that, right? I am going to get what I want, and you'll build it up to I am getting what I want. I am enough. I am worthy. So you're going to give up on that, or you're going to give up trying to manifest your SP. To manifest your SP, you have to be that version of you. So stop putting your focus on trying to get something that you believe that you don't have. You have to cultivate the feeling that you are already this. You are already the person you want to be. Okay, stop looking for movement and start looking at your own life. Bring all of your attention and energy back to self. Okay, because when we look at you're looking outside of you to say, what out there in the world is going to make me happy? Is that person going to make me happy? People are in relationships, they're not necessarily happy. Okay, manifestation that I'm teaching here in reality creation is aligning with fulfillment within for your outer world and your outer world will just naturally reflect what you feel within. So even people that have lots of money, it doesn't mean that they feel fulfilled. You could get lots of money and feel empty. Okay, the teaching that I have with Law of Assumption is all about focusing on the vision of you with your desire. It's the fulfillment from within, not from without. Okay, not looking at the material world for your manifestation. You have to cultivate that and create that from within, because your reality starts from within and it's pushed out to the world. As within, so without. Feeling like the cup is filled and overflowing, your world, its law, must show you that it's full and overflowing. Okay, if you feel, I'm trying to manifest SP into my life, think about that a little deeper. Okay, a little bit deeper is, I've been trying to manifest them up in my life. I'm not seeing movement. That's looking outside of you when you have to create it from within. Okay, so you're creating it from within. You're holding to that vision within. You're being that version of you now who your cup is overflowing. You have fulfillment from within. How can you create that? How can you create that today? I'm letting you think about it. How can you create that today? So that because you can figure that out on your own. You don't need me to answer all the questions. Go within, listen. There is a voice within you. Listen to the voice within you. Because even though we're affirming, the deeper knowing is the God and the consciousness within us has all the answers. The consciousness within you has all the answers. So you need to tap into that. Tap into listening to that. Okay. In addition, it's powerful to you could solely do that. Okay, I teach kind of more incrementally as we put our focus on the fulfillment of having that desire. Cultivate the fulfillment of having that desire. Simply ask yourself, what would it feel like if I did have my desire today? It happened yesterday, or it happened a month ago, or it happened a year ago. Who are you today? If it already happened a year ago, what would your thoughts be? What would you be feeling? How do you act? What do you say to other people? Are you moping around the house, feeling sad and sorry for yourself? Because that's only going to reflect a world that shows you that. Or are you getting up, excited? You don't have to be excited for the day, but getting up more excited for the day, focusing on yourself, filling the cup in your own world, deciding that you already are whole and perfect, deciding that you already are enough. Okay, put your focus and attention on yourself. by law, they will just appear. You won't even realize it. You will think, I'm not even focusing on them, because you don't have to focus on them to manifest them in your life. You focus on your own life. All right? And whatever work you've already put in, you're always building on that. You never go backwards. You're always building. Okay? We're creating that you're always building on your understanding. It's really even just like riding a bike. Okay, first time you got on that bike, it was difficult. You fell off. The more you practice, it's okay that you fell off. Okay, but you didn't fall off and say, I'm never doing this again. Okay, well, if you did, then you didn't ride it. Okay, you're not getting your manifestation if you're doing that. You get right back on. It's just like any other thing in our world that we're doing. You have to start to cultivate a disciplined mind. You create a disciplined mind. You practice using this part of thinking and changing perspective and being unlimited in your thoughts. And that's something we'll grow into all the time. And the more you practice, the better you get at it. And then you're figuring out how you manifest specifically. By the way, stop looking at the 3D, focus on yourself, stop thinking about manifesting anybody into your life, and just focus on yourself in the wish fulfilled. Okay? And by law, they will manifest into your life. Okay, does my self-concept affect me manifesting my daughter back with her ex? I don't know what you mean. Manifest my daughter back with her ex. Okay, here, does your self-concept affect You want to manifest your daughter with her ex? So have the self-concept of the wish fulfilled. Yes, in your reality, how you perceive that whole situation, all you have to do is live in the wish fulfilled. Having the self-concept is having the thoughts of that desire. So what is your desire? For your daughter to be with her ex? Then what are your thoughts? The self-concept of the version of you with your desire. Like you tell the story. You tell the story of the wish fulfilled. In your mind, you affirm that story. Me and SP were doing amazing, but now he rarely reaches out, like hot and cold behavior. Just remember, you have to keep going. It's all about your self-concept. Okay, it's all about your own self-concept. So keep working on the the thoughts and the feelings of having your desire. What version of you does that look like? What is your identity? Okay, the other thing is, when we look at the 3D of what's happening, where are you putting your attention? Are you putting your attention on the cold behavior? Like, why did that happen? Okay, so you need to put your attention on the behavior that you do like consistently. You could also revise any of that cold behavior. I'm scared he likes someone else more. How do I get that out of my head? By working on your perception of self, by changing how you see yourself. Why would he like anyone else other than you? There's nobody like you. There's nobody better than you. There's nobody who compares to you. There's no one who has more value than you. Okay, so see, this is how you want to perceive and see yourself. Like, there's no one that compares to me. I am the one. Okay, so focus on the vision of you with your desire. If you need additional help, I've created a self-concept course. It's in the links in my bio, which is a blueprint for you to be the identity and the version of you with your desire. Okay, so it helps you get to that place of affirming. What do you need to affirm? That's in my course. You have to figure out what you need to affirm based on what you want to be. Okay, what your desire is. Okay, can you speak on health issues like self-concept in relation to it? Sure. Well, okay, so it's breathing in wellness and well-being. Okay, so think of yourself as, I am healthy. I am in great health. My body regenerates. My body is powerful. My body knows how to heal. I can heal myself. My body knows what to do. My body knows how to perform in the highest functions or at the highest level. All my organs and my body are performing at their best, at its best. So think about, I mean, there are some meditations that are really powerful if you want to think that you're breathing in health and well-being and you're breathing out anything else. You know, you're breathing out the tension and you're breathing out illness and you're breathing in wellness. Okay. So you think of yourself as someone who is healthy and well. Okay. Not necessarily, I mean, it's more powerful to declare I am healthy than to think I will be, but I will be still. I've had success with that as well. Okay, I affirm a lot. HK, I affirm a lot. The doubt pops up during the day. How do I stop it? Well, okay, when you have a doubt, just ask yourself, is this even true? Okay. So you're affirming and then you doubt that you're going to get your manifestation. Tell yourself that's not true. That's not true. Be aware of your thoughts and feelings and focus on the vision of the reality that you prefer and start being that version of you now. Okay, things are doing good with my SP, was my ex, but how do I get him to commit to marriage with me? Start saying, start imagining. I am the person that he commits to, or I am the person that always gets commitment. I am an amazing partner. I'm an amazing wife. I'm an amazing husband, right? You go to the end being the version of you with your specific person. You have to assume that of course they want to marry you. I mean, you are high value, you are rare, you are one and only unique. Like they wouldn't even want to lose you. So do you see how it's all about your own perception of yourself? I mean, everything's a manifestation. Even our perception of self is a manifestation. But do you see, if we start with self, we're already going through the world based on how we see ourselves, is how our interactions, what our interactions will be with different people and different places and different things. So what is that? What is a high concept of yourself? That's like, I am unlimited, right? You think of yourself, I am unlimited. I am powerful. I get everything I want. I know how to turn this around. I know what I'm doing. You state as if you already know. And as you state as if you already know, you just, in a way it feels miraculous, but in a way that you won't even know, you start aligning with that reality. It's not anything that we could logically figure out. You have to keep testing it to see how your own world is reflecting you. Okay, so that's where you want to get really to a strong place in your mind. Get to that strong place in your mind where you're like, oh no, nobody would want to lose me. So you have to see that value in yourself. SP started a fight with me this morning. I went psycho. And when he finally answered the phone, he couldn't talk, said it was a bad time, and hung up. I'm freaking out. No idea where, he is. He didn't say where he was. Okay. He didn't stay at his house. What do I do? Well, everything's going to be all right. First of all, if you can get to that feeling of like, you know what, this is going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Okay? Everything is going to be all right when you're feeling that and stating that, you're creating that also. Okay? So now, whatever happens in our world, that's all okay. It's all a reflection. It might be old beliefs. The reason we can say that it's all okay is because you can change it right now. So now what do you do? Instead of thinking like, I have no idea what's happening, because that would be a normal thought. Like, that's kind of a normal thought if you're not a conscious creator. Okay, I don't want that to be your normal thought. Your normal thought should be, okay, I'm a conscious creator. I know what to do. What do? Start affirming the way you want things to be. Everything's all right. He's texting me now. He's calling me. Of course he's going to call me. What if he just needed a moment by himself? Have you ever had that situation in your own life where it's like you could have blown up at each other? You just needed to chill out. You just needed to calm down. Take a few breaths. And then you feel like, you know what? Everything is okay. Okay, so all you need to assume is that's what your SP is doing. Okay, always come back to the self-concept of what does it look like? What would you say if you have this and it's solid? You would be saying, I know how to create a solid, committed relationship. I know how to be a better communicator. Okay? Because like when you say I went psycho, I'm not saying that's like, it's okay. Of course, everybody has gone psycho in their life, but you can create a reality where that doesn't happen. Because I know I don't do that. I know that I might have done that maybe in the past, right? Because we have not controlled maybe our own emotions. When it comes to manifesting, you have to detach a little bit from some of the emotions of the 3D reality. Otherwise, you're manifesting from like that lower self version of you. You want to manifest from the higher self that sees unlimited possibilities. Okay, so that's really gaining the reins of your emotions. You have to gain the reins of your emotion. If you're an emotional person, you're not necessarily a powerful manifester. Okay, I mean, I know all possibilities exist. I'm not, because you will still get your desire. You just have to start telling the story that you want. What is the story that you want? It's all working out. We forgive each other. No, it's not a problem. Now we can create value from whatever happened. The value you could create is, you know what? I'm going to be a better communicator. I'm going to be better at listening to the problem. I'm going to be better. And not only me, I intend that my SP is also great at communicating because, you know, they're only a reflection of you. So sometimes if we have miscommunication, it comes from self first. So create that intention. I know how to communicate on a deep level. I know how to open up and share my feelings. I know how to express myself. I know how to be in a relationship where we, and then say it, not just I, but we know how to do this together. We know how to do this. Okay, so start affirming the end of who are you in a relationship, that it's great communication. And you're like, what does that look like for you? I'm living the dream. I'm living in my dream relationship. Okay. So if you want to manifest, you could either go to the total end or you can manifest from what you see in the world, in the 3D reality. What you see in the 3D, just intend. I intend that I hear from, I intend that we make up today. This is all resolved. The problem is solved. Okay. I intend the problem is solved. Why does my SP disappear? Well, I can't really say 100%. I can 100% say it's coming from you. I do know that. I know that enough from all my practice, from my own, how I am experiencing reality, that we are all experiencing reality from our consciousness, what you're consciously aware of. Okay, so are they disappearing because you're afraid of abandonment? And if we have a fear of something, because we're consciously putting our focus on that, we actually end up creating that. So is it, something you can answer? That's something I go with when I have a meeting with a client. And I also have a VIP group. If you're looking for more support, my VIP group is a monthly subscription where I could help you there. So they might be disappearing because you have a fear of abandonment, or maybe you're afraid to get too close to someone, or maybe you're afraid to open up, or maybe you just think that, like abandonment, like people leave you. Okay. Or maybe you'll feel insecure and you just don't feel chosen and you think maybe they like someone else. So what do you need to do? Sorry, you wrote more. Like he comes online, but he comes online one day and then he doesn't text. Okay, and then he texts like crazy. So it's all like hot and cold behavior. You can change all of that by just focusing on yourself. You take your power back. You instead of thinking you need him to improve your life, you have to just create your own life improved. You have to feel that your cup is filled over. You create that fulfillment from within. Okay, so go to your self-concept. If you need additional help, I have so many ways to work with me. Just look at the link in my bio. I have this is why my clients are having so much success, because they are changing their identity. They are being the self-concept and the version of themselves with the desire. You have to think from, not think of. Okay, there's a difference. Think from having your desire. Okay, so if you just transport it into the room and the life and the parallel reality right now where you have your desire, where it's like the best solid relationship, have the thoughts of that version of you, have the feelings of that version of you. Okay, so that version of you feels sure. You would say to yourself, like, I mean, it's not like we would say these things to ourselves, but it's just a knowing. When we have a belief, it's just a knowing. You're like, I just know. I know that I'm smart, or I know that I get good grades, or I know I'm a good driver. Like those are identities. I am statements. That's your self-concept. So I am. What are the things you're saying? I am not sure if he likes me. Or are you saying, I am sure that he likes me. I'm sure that people like me. I know that people would like me. I know that I'm valuable. I know that I'm deserving of a beautiful relationship. I know that I am enough. I know that I'm successful. I know that I can figure things out. I am powerful, right? I am secure. So you want to be thinking about that version of you. Affirm. That's what all you need to do is really become that version of you. Now your specific person will just match and mirror who you are, because your world is all a mirror. Understand, like, it's a holographic image, the 3D reality. Everything is energy. Okay, it just appears more real, but understand what's more real. You have to change this belief. Changing this belief will make you a powerful manifester. Change the belief that your imagination is more real than the 3D reality. Okay, it's not the other way around, because this is first cause, your consciousness, where is it, right? It's not even in our brain, because I have heard brain surgeons say they can't find it. They can't find consciousness in our brain. Okay, so where is our consciousness? Where is it? This is all a manifestation. The brain is a manifestation. All of this world is a manifestation. What is more real is your imagination, which is one and the same as your consciousness. That's what's more real than the 3D reality. And I know it might feel strange or weird or mind-blowing. Start getting that idea and that concept, create that belief, because that's how it's already happening. We just thought, sometimes we're thinking that the 3D is more real, but it's not. So change that belief and you're going to be a powerful manifester. You'll powerfully create your life, if we want to word it that way. You powerfully create your life when you know first cause. What is the cause of your life is your thoughts. The contents of your consciousness creates your life. So what's the contents of your consciousness? Do you understand, like, what the contents of our consciousness means? All possibilities exist, and you're only living in the world that you're currently living in because that's what you think it is. Now start expanding your mind and being open to all possibilities. You will create exactly what you want just by choosing it, not by controlling it, but just by choosing and saying, I want a reality that looks like ... XYZ. Oh, thank you. My hair. Okay. And by the way, so I see Clean and Classy said that you're having the same experience too. And by the way, it's all okay. It's all just an experience. So you are rising in consciousness right now because you're starting to have this understanding that you have the ability to manifest people and things in your world. And how do you have the ability to manifest these things in your world? Because that reality already exists. So all of creation exists. Now you're rising in consciousness and you are aligning with the version of you, the vision, that reality where you already have this desire. I want constant attention, love, contact, obsessive love. Then that's what you affirm. But don't say I want from lacking, but start being. Think about this as you want to be this version of you. So how could you think instead of I want, because I want is like I don't have it and this is what I want. I mean, we think of it more as declaring, okay? I'm someone, so this is how you say it, right? I'm someone who always gets constant attention. I'm someone who's loved, who feels love, who, just anything about love. I'm filled with love, right? I'm someone who receives contact. I'm someone, that's kind of a, like, of course you're going to have contact in a relationship, okay? So we can almost bypass contact. Like going to the end, of course, that means contact. So what does that relationship look like? You're someone who, like, your partner obsesses over you and they love you because they just think you are God's gift to this world. Okay, so you affirm that. I'm God's gift to this world. I'm the type of person that someone meets me and they become obsessed with me because I am all that. Okay, it's okay. It might not feel natural. It might sound, like too much, or it might sound like you're being selfish. Don't worry about that. Okay, don't overthink any of that. Just affirm how you want to be seen. Okay, and you could tweak anything at any point. Okay, I'm the kind of person who gets constant attention. I always get attention. I love how that feels. So feel into that. I love how that feels, the attention that I give you. By the way, you have to give yourself the attention you want. You have to give yourself the contact you want and the love you want. That means you're not putting your specific person on a pedestal as a priority over you. You have to put yourself as the priority. So what are you doing for yourself right now to give yourself constant attention and love? How are you obsessing about yourself? Okay, what are you doing whether it's self-care, it's all about your perception of self. Okay, so in order to have a reality reflect that, you have to be that right now and just consistently be that version of you. And even if somebody said, let's say somebody just randomly said something weird to you and said, I'd never date someone like you. Would you care? Would you even care? Okay, because by the way, if someone said that to me, I wouldn't care. Okay, I would just assume that was some old belief I probably held a long time ago. I might have felt insecure in the past. And so what if somebody felt that way? I don't need everybody's approval. All I need is my own approval. So you only need your own approval and your own validation. You're not looking to seek someone's approval and validation. You're not getting dressed for the date thinking, am I going to look good enough for this date, for him or for her? You're not doing that. You are getting dressed every day for yourself and showing up for yourself. So that is where you have to start, for yourself, giving it to yourself, feeling this way about yourself. When you feel this way about yourself, what do you think your world, which is a mirror, it's just a mirror. So what is your world going to show you? Your world's going to show you exactly what you feel within. If we feel within, lonely, scared, or, like lonely, alone, sad. If we're feeling, kind of confident, but not sure, does this outfit look all right? You just start declaring, yes, this looks great on me. Because guess what? Even if the outfit didn't look that great on you and you're like, so what? I'm just going to wear it. I'm going to rock this outfit. Your world will show you're just rocking that outfit. But if you walk out to the world like, I don't know, my body feels weird in this. Your world most likely will reflect that. Okay, depending on, a friend might be supportive because your belief is your friends support you, but a stranger might say something different. This is why we don't look to the outer world for the validation. It's about you creating your own validation from within. By the way, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I have a meditation In my YouTube channel, there is a meditation in my playlist. It's called Manifest Marriage. Okay, and listen to that. I believe that one's an 8-hour meditation. So if you need affirmations for manifesting marriage and commitment, I have that meditation. So listen to that as you go to sleep. That meditation will align you with that reality. Okay, those are the thoughts, just those are general thoughts and feelings you would have being in a marriage. Okay, if he went no contact, do I focus on me solely and not reply when he texts? It doesn't mean you don't reply. Okay, when you focus on, here's how we deal with the reality we live in, right? Don't overthink some of that. Just be yes, focus on yourself solely, being the version of you. But when he texts you, yes, reply. Why wouldn't you reply? Living in the end he's texting you. Living in the end is, yes, you reply to him. But living in the end is also assuming that he's madly in love with you. So when he texts you, I mean, you don't have to write that, because when the 3D reality hasn't kind of caught up with that, we're not going there yet, okay? But you're going to keep affirming that in your mind until you see that evidence reflect back in your world. So let's say he texts you and it says, hey, what's going on? Let's say he texts you at 11 o'clock at night and says, hey, what's going on? You want to come over? Now, what is your assumption? Is your assumption that he's madly in love with me and wants to see me and wants to make sure he's with me? Or is your assumption, he's just texting me because it's 11 o'clock at night and he wants me to jump in bed with him? Okay. Whichever assumption you hold, and those aren't the only two assumptions, I'm just giving two examples. Whichever assumption you hold is what you will live, what will be your life. Okay, and whatever assumption you have in that moment, he texts you, it's 11 o'clock at night, and you're like, what, is this just a booty call? He doesn't care about me. I don't know, should I go, should I not go? Well, you probably shouldn't go, because it will be a booty call, because you already assumed that. You have to assume, he's texting me, this is working. Go to the end of what you want, not what you think he wants. Go to, and I don't even know if that would be an example in your reality, but is that a clear example of how when you have a movement in your 3D reality, what is your assumption? Because let's say he texts you and you start thinking, well, I'm not going to text him back. Well, why wouldn't you do that? That's not living in the end. Living in the end would text him back and say, hey, I hope you had a great day. That would be the version of you who wants to inspire him and pull out and draw out the love in him and draw out the inspiration with him. And you draw out the version of him that wants to commit to you. Okay, so it's not that you necessarily have to write we're not necessarily writing all that. It's the intention underneath everything, your intention. Okay, he texts you, yeah, you tell yourself this is working. You reply back. Don't even overthink it. It's only you and your reality. He's a reflection of you. Don't overthink it. And set an intention. You text with the intention of, this is leading to a strong conversation. This is leading to a relationship. Okay, you could go to the end with your intention and stay loyal to that intention. And don't overanalyze and think, why did he say this and what does he mean? It means whatever you think. Okay? It means he's madly in love with you. If that's your end goal, if you want that, then that's what you consistently assume. And it might not reflect that. Okay, understand with how we're creating our reality. Right now, you've manifested everything, and everything you've manifested is kind of in a natural, how you normally, it's like Groundhog Day, right? That idea of Groundhog Day, because it just feels like the same thing happening every day. And it's really because you're barely moving it appears like we're moving in linear time, but it's like, barely moving. You want to have quantum jumps into a reality where he's like, hey, I'm ready for a relationship, or let's go out and let's start talking serious. Now you have to create the assumptions. The only thing we need to do is change our perception and change our thoughts. So you change your thoughts and you align your thoughts. You go to the end. What would the thoughts be if you already have this desire? Okay, no matter what he does in the 3D reality, he says something weird, you just affirm. Okay, you could just text him back, okay, don't totally understand what you mean. That's okay, but in your mind, you're going to say, yeah, I know what you mean. You're madly in love with me, ready for a commitment. You are with me. I am the best. And then go to your self-concept. You could affirm the story and then solidify your self-concept consistently until you really know that's who you are. Like, you're chosen. You know what you bring to the table, and you know that that's value, and you know that people see your value, and you know that you're the type of person that increases other people's lives, and of course people want you. Think of idea of high commodity. That's who you are. High value. That you have to see yourself that way, and not only see yourself that way, assume that he or she or your person sees you that way as well. Okay, things were going great with SP, almost got back together, him initiating, then he pulled away. But okay, here's what's really important when we're having experiences. You know how I just gave the example of what is your assumption? Okay, where are you putting your attention? Wherever we put our attention, the only reason we're living the life we're living is because we are aware of it. So we have to start being aware of the things we want instead of being aware of the things we don't want. Okay, so you do want to acknowledge, yes, things are going great. First of all, acknowledge you, right? Self. I point to myself so you can think, self. So you acknowledge yourself, right? Yes, you did this. Things were going great. You saw that, you see the connection, right? You see the connection. You see the power that you hold. You see that everything's already responding to you, okay? So what? You might have gotten insecure. You might have had old thoughts. Something old played out. It's not that big of a deal. He was initiating. So keep affirming that. I did that once. I can do it again. Okay, he pulled away. Don't start wondering why. What happened? What did I do wrong? No, he pulled away. No big deal. Now just keep affirming. Of course he wants this. Of course. Okay, this is confidence in yourself. You have to have confidence in yourself. Of course. Okay, it's not like, am I good enough for him? Like, those should not even cross your mind. It is like, is he even good enough for you? Okay. So do you see, this is all about your perception of yourself. And your world reflects that perception that you hold of yourself. Step into the confident you who knows, yes, you're the one that he wants to court and send flowers. Hi, Jillian. Thank you. Okay, so be that version of you right now. Is it possible to manifest contact from someone with a time like 2 days? Yes, it is. It is. So I'm actually doing that exercise in my VIP group. I am intentionally creating a reality where we can manifest on time. Okay. So I just started that last week, and we're going to do a weekly exercise, because to manifest on a time frame is possible. It's absolutely possible. Okay, it's just about practicing that. Okay, so that's actually what we just did with today we were getting our results. So last Wednesday, so first let me backtrack. In Neville Goddard, in his book, Faith is Your Fortune. Wait, is it Faith is Your Fortune? I think it's chapter 15, Faith is Your Fortune. And it's called Interval of Time. That chapter is all about interval of time. And in that chapter, he specifically talks about manifesting on a time frame by a specific date. So I am using some of those techniques, and we as a group are practicing manifesting on a time crunch. Okay? So you have to understand that just like learning anything else in life, it doesn't mean it might happen the first time we tried it. Okay, for me, actually it did, because we didn't pick our specific person. We we chose a person in our reality that we haven't talked to for a while, and we created a scene that they were going to contact us on today, Sunday. So you have to feel like, we started feeling like, what does it feel like that it is already Sunday? Like last Wednesday when we imagined it was already Sunday, that we already had that message and that it's already done. Okay, so I'm currently using techniques to help my group. That's from not my free Facebook group, but in my monthly subscription group. This is what we're doing, because I already declared to the group, you know what, we are going to be the pioneers of manifesting on a time frame. Because I know, remember, all possibilities exist, but how many people out there tell us, you shouldn't do it, don't think about the time? Well, we're not necessarily thinking about time, but we know that we perceive linear time, so we can just tweak and change our perception about what we can do. All you have to do is really declare it is possible to do that, and I'm someone who knows how to do that. There are already examples in our world where we do that. I've read many examples where other people have done that. I actually manifest very instantly and quickly on certain topics, so I'm expanding so I can do it on more topics, and make that just something that's new and normal and natural. So if you want to join my VIP group, you can join free for 3 days. You can watch the video and just see if you're interested and check that out, because we're having fun in there. I'm actually doing a challenge for December, and I'm prompting every day with our challenge, and it's really fun. So if you want to join that group, it's really, really a great place. The power in being a part of a group is that the whole rest of the 3D world, that's like 95% of people that don't know about manifesting, not aware that they're the creator of their reality, right, in our world. Well, the power of having a group is you have a place to go to help cultivate the manifesting power that you have within. It's like a muscle, right? Our subconscious mind, and connecting to that inner creation, you have to cultivate that, just like a muscle. Just like when you work out and you want to build your muscle, you have to build your mind, you have to build your understanding. So that's what I do in my group, and I feel like we're having a blast in there. So I would love to see anyone who's interested in joining. Would love to see more faces there. Okay, you guys, you know what? I do have to run. My son has a flag football game tonight, so I'm gonna run out and go watch him win. I'm gonna intend that they're catching everything and that they're powerful. So if you need additional help, well, first of all, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe, because I have meditations there that are powerful. My hot girl walk meditation, I can't tell you how many people love that, has changed their lives. I have manifest marriage meditation. I have I am chosen meditation. That really is about removing the third party and you being a priority. What other? I have some great meditations. I am abundance meditation. I am a high value woman meditation. I have what else? I have a whisper meditation where you can interact with it a little bit, imagining whispering to your specific person. And I have I have a whole playlist with self-concept. So like God's state, be the version of you who knows you're the creator, be the version of you who knows how to manifest, be the version of you who knows how to overcome. Like, think about that. See, this is expanding the vision of you. Not just that you know that you're manifesting a specific person, but be the version of you who knows how to manifest. I know how to manifest. I know how, like, these are the thoughts you want to have. I know how to overcome any circumstance. I know how to have a disciplined mind. I know that my affirmations manifest, right? We're creating those beliefs. So I have great, powerful manifestations. Some of them are sleep meditations and some of them are walking meditations that they will absolutely help you. They will absolutely help you align to that reality. And there are many ways to work with me. Just look at the link in my bio. There is a free Facebook group. If you're not a member, join my free Facebook group, and there's support there, success stories, I love you all. Everyone have an amazing Sunday, and we'll see you next time, okay? Bye.